You become what you tolerate. Look around your life. Not the life you imagine, not the life you post, the life you're actually living. Your habits, your bank account, your relationships, your health, your confidence, your discipline. Everything around you is revealing something. It is revealing what you've been willing to tolerate. Because life eventually becomes a reflection of your standards. And whether you realize it or not, every day you're teaching people how to treat you. You're teaching yourself what is acceptable. You're teaching your future what it should expect. The question isn't what you want. The question is, what have you been tolerating? Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they slowly normalize things they should never accept. They normalize procrastination. They normalize inconsistency. They normalize excuses. They normalize broken promises to themselves. At first it feels small, skipping one workout, missing one opportunity, avoiding one difficult conversation, taking one shortcut. But habits compound. Standards compound, identity compounds, and eventually, what was once an exception becomes your lifestyle. The dangerous thing about mediocrity is that it rarely arrives all at once. It arrives one compromise at a time. Understand this. Take an honest look in the mirror, not to criticize yourself, not to shame yourself, to understand yourself. Where in your life are you accepting less than what you're capable of? Where have you become comfortable with average? Where have you convinced yourself that tomorrow will somehow different while repeating the same decisions today? Because self-awareness is where transformation begins. You cannot change what you refuse to acknowledge. You cannot improve a life you're unwilling to examine. Most people spend years studying the world. Very few spend time studying themselves. There will be days you don't feel like, days you're tired, days you're frustrated, days you're disappointed, and days you're doubting yourself. Work does not disappear on those days. The responsibility remains. The standard remains. The assignment remains. People who separate themselves from everyone else understand one simple truth. The job still needs to get done. Not when motivation arrives, not when life becomes convenient, not when conditions become perfect. Now. Because discipline is not performing at your best when you feel your best. Discipline is performing when you don't. The greatest transformation isn't external, it's internal. One day, you stop trying to force yourself to do the right thing, and you become a kind of person who naturally does it. That's identity. A disciplined person doesn't constantly debate discipline. A healthy person doesn't constantly debate health. A leader doesn't constantly debate responsibility. They've made a decision about who they are, and their actions follow. Most people focus on outcomes, but outcomes are shadows. Identity is the source. Change the source, and the shadow changes automatically. Raise your standards. Not next year, not next month, today. Stop tolerating excuses. Stop tolerating inconsistency. Stop tolerating self-doubt. Stop tolerating habits that keep stealing from your future. You don't need a new strategy. You need a new standard. Because your life will rise or fall to the level of what you accept. And if you're tired of your current results, stop asking for a different future. Start demanding a different standard from yourself. Your future is not created in dramatic moments. It is created in ordinary decisions. The decisions nobody applauds. The decision nobody sees. The decisions that seems insignificant. Those decisions becomes habits. Those habits become character. And that character becomes identity. And one day, you will meet the person your habits have been creating. Make sure you're proud of who shows up. The art of self. Affirmations. I refuse to tolerate the habits that weaken me. I raise my standards before I raise my expectations. I keep the promises I make to myself. I understand that discipline creates freedom. I choose responsibility over excuses. I choose growth over comfort. I choose action over negotiation. My habits are shaping my future. My standards are shaping my life. The job still needs to get done, and I'm the person who gets it done. My future's listening. The art of self.